Short but sweet, Disney's Time for Table Manners is an absolute delight. This is a 6 minute animated short film released in the 80s, 1987, and it's basically a whole host of clips from existing Disney cartoons narrated with a voiceover instructing the viewer on how to have good table manners. There are a lot of educational Disney shorts, particularly from this time, and I always find that they're always kind of charming and delightful, but maybe dated. But this one, I feel could, it will always be relevant. The table manners are always pretty, they're always going to be pretty consistent with the way we should do things. And it's absolutely charming. So it is just under 6 minutes. It's not too long that a young child will get quite bored of it. Some of the table manners are very, maybe old fashioned in a sense that, asking to be excused from a table. I don't know very many people who do that, but it's still good practice. These will still apply to today. So it's an absolute delight. And the fact that they use pre existing Disney clips, I wasn't expecting. I just assumed, wrongly of course, that it would be a set of new animations, but it's not. And one of the fun things about watching it is thinking, what clip will they use next? Which film will they feature next? Trying to go through my brain and think of Disney scenes where a character is eating, and ideally eating with poor table manners, and I couldn't really think of any, to be perfectly honest. But it's an absolute joy. So it features things like Winnie the Pooh, quite a bit from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Pluto's Party, which is absolutely adorable, Mickey's Rival, which is a great short. It's a good mix of the shorts and also films. The Sword in the Stone, which is one that really stood out in my mind. I'd forgotten about it, but as soon as I saw it, it kind of brought back memories of that scene. It's an absolute delight. I can't say too much about it because it's not fresh animation. I can't really say what I think of the animation style or anything, or if it feels like it's in keeping with Disney, because of course it is. It's a whole host of different scenes. If you go onto the fandom wiki and look at this on there, there's a full list of the clips. I will also try and remember to put that in the description. If you're a fan of Disney, I'd say give this a watch, even if you have impeccable impeccable table manners. I don't know why that was more of a mouthful than it should have been, because you will find it charming. It's good fun. Maybe not something that will appeal from an educational perspective to anybody over a certain age, but table manners, as I said, although some of the practices may not be quite as practiced as they perhaps once would have been, it's always good to have the best table manners possible. And I think Disney's approach with Time for Table Manners is an absolute joy.